Hello guys, in this one I want to talk about DP punishes, specifically about 2H into heavy fireball routes, which give the most damage as far as I'm aware, and are pretty good choice for when other player doesn't have burst. So, what's the deal? Why am I talking about this if the channel already has a bunch of those? Well, the problem is most of the shit you might have seen, or likely not seen if you don't follow each and every one of my videos, there is a lot of situational stuff. There are a total of 4 characters in this game that have DP: Sol, Kai, Chip and Leo. Each one of them except Chip has 2 versions, so it's different range, hitboxes, hurt boxes, the characters have different weight, etc. Now throw Kai's shock state into the mix. How far are you both from the corner at the moment, and you get like half a dozen of possible punishes that might be considered close to optimal in terms of damage. And the worst thing about this zoo is the fact some of them might work on one character and don't work on the other. Yeah, so that's classic. I wanted to get a wall splat on close slash, but it didn't come out. So you literally just do it on one character, you do it on the other, and it doesn't work. What's really misleading is that sometimes it might actually work, but conditions for this character have to be slightly different, like you need to be slightly closer, or remove one button, or something like that. I don't know about you guys, but for me that's hella confusing. I just want to learn one good DP punish for when they can't burst, and be sure I ain't gonna drop that shit because I thought it should work, but apparently it only works on Kai or Sol, but doesn't work on Leo in some situations because these and that, and fuck that shit honestly. In this video I made an attempt to come up with one heavy vapor thrust route that works as a punish for every DP close to the corner. You only have to slightly tweak it for Kai's heavy DP, but I'm going to be explicit about this one, even if I honestly think it will be pretty obvious as it is. Now let's go straight into testing, and I'm going to give some little tips and highlight the points I personally consider important for consistency. Now let's talk about a few points I personally consider important for consistency. The first one is about Kai and his heavy vapor thrust. It's a good idea to remember that whenever he does heavy vapor thrust, we have to backdash to prevent side switching. Now the whole thing lives him pretty far from the corner, so unfortunately we have to carry him. We have to take him there. And to take him there we have to heavy fireball into dash into close slash 6H. Otherwise, something like this might happen. Oh, the good news is that we don't really have to do that if he's like super close to the corner. So yeah, the close slash thing is done for the carry, and that's where you have to tweak the punish. But I want to be very, very explicit about that. You're not supposed to do that with other characters. First of all, the more you hit them before you launch them with DP, the more likely they are to wall splat on your heavy vapor thrust. I don't know about you, personally, I hate that shit. So, long story short, it's only good for Kai and will make conversions on other characters inconsistent. Which brings me to the next point. What makes this consistent and more or less universal, as much as you can expect from this game anyway, is 6H. Yeah, it's actually 6H. So in case it wasn't obvious, we need to microdash into 6H. The microdash part is not strictly necessary, but it's a little bit more carry, so yeah, it's a good thing. The last point I want to make is about HVT timing. It's important to cancel 6H into DP as soon as possible so that they fly higher. And, well, what do I mean by that? Let me demonstrate. So, first of all, let me show you what you're not supposed to do. But if you cancel 6H into heavy vapor thrust immediately, this is not going to happen. And that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for tuning in and have a good day.